I think you can. I think you can do it. I think you can do it. Oh my good God. Wow. Well, this little setup right here, and I'm not talking to games, I'm just talking this whole thing where I got a recording studio. I think I do. I think I got stuff going on. Oh my freaking God. So, oh my word, I gotta tell you. Let me tell you, buddy, what's been going on here Thanksgiving Day is I'm trying to set this up so I can leave my little webcam up there. I can leave the games up here. I don't want to have to edit. You know, that's one of those things. It's Thanksgiving. I want to chill with my bros. I want to make you a nice video. I want to showcase my entire collection of PlayStation 3 games, 400 titles. Now, somebody told me I should go for a total collection. Okay. A total collection for PS3. Let's just use the power of the interwebs and a cellular telephone technology. Hey, Contagious Collection, subscribe to your channel. Thanks, buddy. I don't know who that is. It's probably another one of my regular subs creating a channel. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Tight White. He's out there forcing old people to subscribe to my channel. He goes to Goodwill and he's just like, subscribe to Fitchy Action now, do it. Anyway, now he's a nice dude, bro. He's hardcore too. He is hardcore. He is a hardcore collector, Mr. Tight White. He is hardcore. I would say how many PS3 titles? Oh, we'll just say games. See, I call them titles, but, you know, a lot of people do. Yeah. Okay. 1,445 games. So essentially, this represents 1/3 or 33 1/3% of the total catalog of the PS3. Not bad, but God, I'm going to have to move or build like a house made out of shipping containers or whatever I'm going to have to do. Now, in the original preview, I did not have my greatest hits displayed, but my greatest hits are out here. And they are a nice collection of games. Like that's the collection for the average Joe. Like that, you know, there's some guy out there who's got, like, I'm going to say there's about 30 greatest hits titles over here. And he'd be like, yeah, man, I got myself 30 of the best, you know. And that's a great thing. It's a great collection. That's a normal size collection, I would say. And you got some gaming goodness in the greatest hits. In my greatest hits, and these are the boring multiplats. These are the boring multiplats, but they're not boring. They're just high. They're high quality. It's just they're on every system. They're not specific to the PS3 typically. There are many greatest hits that are exclusives. Okay, I'm not saying that there aren't, but I'm just saying that for the most part, they are games that have a huge print run and a double print run, and they're high quality, sought after titles. Now, I have selected for you, and I'm going to make a series of these, so, you know, while I have this whole collection out here, it doesn't happen often. Once a year, maybe I might do something like this, but I just wanted to do something a little special for you, the subscriber, and the viewer in general. And hopefully I earn, after all of this work and display and setup and moving lights around so that it's not blinding me or you, and making sure, you know, you have a nice look at the studio. I picked out my top 10 PS3. But I thought as a preamble, we'd go through the greatest hits. you know, I didn't have them out before. I feel a little bad. Now there's a guy I listen to. He's very popular. He gets millions of views. He does like random boxes, game unboxings, and he's a very much in the PlayStation camp. He loved the PlayStation 3. It was a big deal in his life. And I've been watching some of his stuff, and it kind of inspired me. Mystic kind of inspired me to do this one. And, you know, he loves to collect, and he doesn't mind the duplicates. And, you know, he just kind of seemed like a bro to me. A gaming collecting bro, outside of the fact that his channel is huge. It's huge. All right. But I thought we'd go, and he doesn't like the red cases. That's where we differ. I like the red cases. I know it's lesser value, but they pop and they're just red and they're showy, and I like it. Don't ask me why, but let's go through, okay? Let's go through the greatest hits, baby. What I got. All right? Greatest hits, what I got. Now, right off the top, I pulled off an exclusive, okay? Little Big Planet Game of the Year edition. One of the things, too, I like about greatest hits copies is that they have most of the time they have all the DLC, or they've got a little bit of extra content, or bugs have been fixed. And, you know, it's not a bad idea to have a greatest hits copy sometimes, especially nowadays. Back in the day, the game was pretty much the game, and there wasn't as much like backpedaling and fixing. Now, this is, again, Game of the Year edition, all the DLC right there. So, like, you know, you're not getting the vanilla game. So you can call it a greatest hits, you can call it lesser value, but it's a Game of the Year edition. You're getting all the DLC. It's not the first run of the Game of the Year edition, but you're getting all of the game. So the original Black Label game did not come with all the content that this one has. Okay, so there you go. That's a multi-plat and a good one. Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. Again, all the DLC, right? All the DLC's right there for you. Fallout New Vegas. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, God, man. What they did to those developers on that, I was like, that sucked, bro. Anyway, this is Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition. So it has more of the content. It's got some kind of Rockstar ticket to a party in Vegas thing that I never redeemed. But, you know, other than that, it doesn't have a manual, but it's got the little slippy in there. Okay? Soul Calibur 4. Now, this is distinct in the sense of you guys got Vader in the PlayStation camp. We got Yoda, okay? We all wanted Vader. I guarantee, and I'm one of them, that is what turned a system over for PlayStation 3 is Vader. They went to the mat to get Vader. They really did. They're like, look, Yoda's green. Your whole thing is green. We're over here with the red, okay? It's red. It's matchy. And they went to the mat on that one, and they got Vader, and that was a big release. Remember that Soul Calibur release? That was huge. And then previously, Xbox got Spawn, and PlayStation 2 got Heihachi. And at the time, I didn't have an Xbox. I had a PlayStation 2 because my mother and my girlfriend bought it for me, and I was very thrilled with that. I was very disappointed with Heihachi. And he was old Heihachi. He was just an old guy. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And he's got the funny shoes. And I'm like, God, they got Spawn. And I was a huge Spawn fan. So I was like, until I got older, that burned me. I was like pissed. But after a while, I did get an Xbox, and I did get that Spawn character and played that Spawn character and lived the dream. Lived the dream. Mafia 2. I just got done playing this on Game Pass, and this has the map. That is a big, big game. It is a lot of fun. I highly recommend Mafia 2. I couldn't get through it the first time I went into it. Again, it just didn't click with me. This time on Game Pass, just ran beautifully. You know, the save screens are like, you know, the loading screens are super quick, and it's just fantastic. Fantastic. Mafia 2. And this is the, let's see, 3 additional story packs and 4 style packs. So, again, extra exclusive content. Boom. Injustice Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition. So one of the best fighting games that came out of nowhere into a very crowded arena and just absolutely wrecked. Injustice God Among Us Ultimate Edition. In the red case. You can. Now I have the black label for the regular edition, but the Ultimate Edition is in the red box. The red box. Mystic, you love the red boxes. Okay, no hypnotism. I'm sorry. Court order, was told no more hypnotism. Lego Marvel Superheroes, and it's sealed. And it's got a little price tag on it. $10. Oh, it was in a sale. I don't know how much I paid for this thing, but it's a sealed greatest hits copy of Lego Marvel Superheroes. And I'm about to pull this. Oh, I was about to clean this right on air. So rude with your time. Anyway, so more greatest hits. I've got more of them. I do not avoid the red cases. I grab them up, and I love the greatest hits, and I love the fact that if I do choose to play one, I don't have to worry about finding the DLC, paying for the DLC most of the time, especially in this generation. It's most of the time I'll just download right off the disc or, you know, whatever. Whatever, man. Or it'll just recognize the fact that you're entitled to the DLC. And I love that, you know, I love that. And usually I'm picking these greatest hits titles up for $1 or $2. I mean, just ridiculous. So here's MAG, okay? MAG is a online only game, and we all have it. It does not work. The servers are gone. Have a nice day, MAG. that had like massive, like I think it was like 60 team multiplayer, just huge. It was way ahead of its time, and it was cool while it lasted. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the best-selling PlayStation 3 franchise of all time. 5 bonus maps and a stimulus package. Stimulus. Oh, man. So there it is. You know, most of my greatest hits are in pretty decent condition. Battlefield Bad Company 2, classic, right? Huge multi-plat, of course. And this has got everything in there, including the black and white manual. EA, you bastards. And then Resistance 2. There you go. There's an exclusive, Resistance 2. And it's a good exclusive. There you go. Light me up back there. Resistance 2. Totally complete, you know. Only on PlayStation. Includes over $10 of DLC and exclusive Resistance 3 multiplayer skin. Bonus content. Killzone 3 Game of the Year Award. This is a 3D compatible game. It's a PlayStation Move game. I did try the Move on this. It's not terrible, but you know, when you have the rifle, you know, the rifle thing, it's pretty cool. I mean, it works. Only on PlayStation, right? There you go. Killzone 3. Wow, that's a good-looking copy, man. And see, I don't know what it is. Call me a slave to marketing, but I love the red cases. Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City 2 complete games. So lots of additional content and add-on to that very popular game. I think this is the Gay Tony one. The Adventures of Gay Tony, something like that. Tekken 6. Tekken 6. Fantastic. Right? Nothing wrong with that. Take it all day long. Demon Souls, greatest hits. Right? Just remastered, just released. Demon Souls. God bless America. And there it is, by Atlas. Fantastic, beautiful. Or published by Atlas. So, Game of the Year. What does it say? Best of 2009 winner. Leisure Suit Larry box office bust. How did that get a greatest hits? How did that get a greatest hits? Did some Christmas, it was out some Christmas and a bunch of wives bought it for their husbands and said, look, I don't know. By Funsta. Wow. All right, and last but not least, oh, and it's not, I got more. Heavy Rain. Exclusive to the PlayStation. This is the director's cut. So a lot of times you're getting that more polished product in the greatest hits version, right? And then we'll get to my top 10, and then we'll let you go. And then I've got 2 other attached. Well, it'll probably be tomorrow because it's getting late. And I got to walk dogs and, you know, all kinds of stuff. So I thought I would finish up. I'm like, why don't I just do a greatest hits? You know? Why don't I just do a PlayStation 3 greatest hits? Mortal Kombat versus DC. Very unsung game. Very high quality fighter. It is one of those hidden gems. It's one of those forgotten fighters that is just eclipsed by injustice. But that's where it started. Borderlands 2. Okay, can't go wrong. Borderlands 2, totally complete. Now, of course, that game was just all over the place. Kingdom Hearts 1.5. Again, exclusive to PlayStation. Another exclusive title. Okay, we talked to you. We did you. And let's see. Do we have 2 of those? Oh, I think I have a duplicate. I have a duplicate. I found a duplicate. It is Sockboy Little Big Planet Game of the Year Edition. So I found a duplicate. And I found, while I did this, I found one other duplicate that I needed to clean up. And let's see which is the better one. Who gets to stay? Who gets to stay and keep their bedroom? All right, we'll keep you. And you go into duplicate hell. Ha ha! All right, Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2. Nothing wrong with that. That's a really good game. It's probably one of the best Saints Rows is 2. I think 3 is probably the best. It starts going weird too far down the road. Grand Theft Auto 4. Next one in the series, baby. Map included. Everything's in there. Nice. Oh, the classic, man. Dead Space. Do I have the regular copy and the greatest hits version? Yes. And I am happy to have this game in whatever capacity it exists. I love Dead Space. It is fantastic. That is the only thing where I have a little bit of mercy for Electronic Arts for giving us that game. Fantastic. Final Fantasy, what is that, 13? Totally complete. Everything's in there. Beautiful copy. Burnout Paradise. Again, this is on Xbox Game Pass right now. The Ultimate Edition, but there it is, Burnout Paradise. One of the best Burnout games ever. Burnout Paradise. Beautiful. Dark Souls, baby. Dark Souls. So we got Demon Souls and Dark Souls in the red box. How appropriate is that? And Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, all the DLC. With the map. So every one of my greatest hits is totally complete with the maps, with the swag, everything you could possibly want. It is one of the tightest little collections within a collection that you could ever hope to come across. So there it is, my greatest hits. Roll you back out there. There you go. Stand proud. Stand proud, greatest hits. So, my top 10. We've come to this point. Was that fun or what? Was that fun or what? I had a good time with that. I had a good time celebrating those greatest hits, those unsung discs. Shout out to Mystic, bro. Give those greatest hits a chance. So anyway, he is very particular, and I can totally respect that. We all go into our, obsessive compulsive zone sometimes when we do game collecting, I'm sure. So, I wanted to pick out, the reason I did that is I wanted to shout out all the multiplats. But I wanted to pick 10 titles plus one maybe, 10 titles that are special to me. Now, some of these games may be on other systems, but for the most part, the version or the game itself is exclusive, but there's something special about it for the PS3. Okay, so I'm not just going to grab Battlefield 3 or the PS3. I'm not. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's PC. you know, and a lot of these games live in other machines. But what I'm trying to tell you is that these are special to me for the PS3 system, for the system itself. So let me see what I have here. Where should I start? That's the Big Daddy. There's one on here that's just like crazy good. Now, I'll tell you where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with Wipeout HD Fury. This is available for the PS3 online in the United States. It's a download, but if you want a physical copy, you have to go get the European version or the PAL version, which is compatible with the PS3. Right? Wipeout Fury. It is a beautiful game. If you're a Wipeout fan, Wipeout is just a very pure... this does have a reversible cover, too. It does have a reversible cover. And it's bad as hell. I love that reversible cover. This is absolutely a pristine copy. It was ordered brand new, sealed. I opened it up and played it, of course. But Wipeout Fury, Wipeout HD Fury, is it's two games. It's two games in one. But if you're a fan of Wipeout and that old school tech cool anti-grav racing, the ultimate anti-grav space racer, Wipeout or futuristic racer, Wipeout HD Fury, only available hard copy if you get it in the PAL region. You get the European copy, and it will play on your PS3. So that is my first, like, unique to the system. It's a game that's unique to the PS3, and it is unique in general to PS3 collecting. Next one. Dead Space 2. Again, one of the best games ever made. The original Dead Space is my preference just because of the atmosphere. This is much bigger. It is much bolder. It's more epic. It's gone Hollywood blockbuster. It's J.J. Abrams compared to the Stanley Kubrick of Dead Space, all right? Dead Space was Stanley Kubrick. Dead Space 2 is J.J. Abrams. Both great and entertaining in their own way. But this has Dead Space Extraction, which is available on the Wii, but you have a nice version of this on the PlayStation 3. Now, you can't use the Move, as far as I know, on that. It's not Move compatible, so you have to use a controller in playing it, and it's fine. As janky as it is on the Wii, I've played both versions, and they're equivalent. I mean, again, you're going to get better fidelity on this, okay? You're going to get better fidelity in this version, but it's not the light gun shooter that it is on the Wii. I think the Wii is the more of the pure version of the game. This is just a nice add-on that they slapped on there and said, use a controller, get over yourself. Which is ironic because they slapped the Move everywhere else, but this game where it really could have benefited from the Move, they didn't do it. So, but still, you have one full Wii light shooter game with a Dead Space theme, Dead Space Extraction, with your Dead Space 2. So this is a multi-plat, but this particular version has that extra bonus in there if you don't have a Wii or if you're curious about Dead Space Extraction and you want to play it. It's good. It's good. It's atmospheric. It's scary. It's Dead Space. I recommend you try it. Get it for the Wii. Download it. Whatever you need to do. But Dead Space Extraction thrown in with this. It's another full game that you're getting this as a bonus. And I paid probably $3 for it. Fantastic deal, right? Deadly Premonition, the director's cut. Deadly Premonition. So they worked out some of the combat problems that the original 360 version had. Again, this is available on other platforms, but this to me is the ultimate version. Deadly Premonition. There's even like blood stains over the PlayStation Move. They really, it's got a little autograph from Suda51, and you know, it's that extra touch all over the place for this. So travel to Greenvale and enjoy. If you have a PS3, pick yourself up a copy. These are not that cheap anymore, particularly this one. But the 360 one's getting to be pricey too, which I do not own yet. I would like to. But there you go. Deadly Premonition, the director's cut. This is the best experience that you're going to have with this game. Highly recommended. Now, I can't hardly do a top 10, and this isn't even complete. But I found this out there in the world, believe it or not. I found it in the wild. Earth Defense Force 2025. The disc is immaculate. It plays wonderful. This is the same game as 2017 on the Xbox 360, but it is done in a little bit of a different style. Sometimes the times of day are a little different. The lighting is, you know, just the atmosphere is a little different. So, again, as a purist, I like the 2017 version of that game the best. The 360 version is my favorite, but this is a worthy companion to that game. If I only had a PS3 to play, this is the game I'd be playing. It's quite good. It's wonderful. It's crazy. It's spasmodic. I mean, it is just nuts. And it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. They tweaked it. They kind of made it their own. So there are unique elements to it. It's not a unique game per se, but it has unique elements to it. So if you're a super fan and you want to play all versions, there you go. Earth Defense Force 2025, baby. Slap it in. All right. Arcana Love Max. Arcana Hearts Love Max. It says only on PlayStation. I don't know if that's absolutely true anymore, but Arcana Hearts Love Max is a girly fighter, and it's a very good one. By Axis, obviously. By Axis and Arc System Works. The Love Max. This is very weeb, and we're going to do some other weeb stuff, but I thought I'd throw this in there. It's an exclusive to the PlayStation 3. Arcana Hearts Love Max. And Arcana Hearts 3. Arcana Hearts 3. I knew there was a number in there somewhere. Arcana Hearts 3 Love Max. If you like girly anime fighters, on the PS3, that one is a very, very competent one. Now, this one's a little bit of a surprise. This one's a little bit unique, okay? This is Body Count for the PS3. Body Count, again, this is available on other systems. Body Count Complete. This is actually the spiritual successor to Black. The same guy who developed Black went to Codemasters, and there's a whole drama story about this. But the guy who was kind of the progenitor of Black created this game with another developer and publisher called Body Count. And when I popped this in, I was always kind of curious about it. I saw it out there everywhere, and I'm like, and it looks different than Black. It's like instead of black, it's white. You know, and it's got Body Count, which is kind of like Black is so much tougher sounding than Body Count, you know. But anyway, but it is very reminiscent of Black with the authenticity of the firearms, the reaction of those who are getting shot, destructible environments. This is a little hidden gem if you're into those kind of military espionage shooters. Check out Body Count. Give it a chance, okay? It's not exclusive to the PS3, but I played it on the PS3, and it played very, very well. So I want you to keep your eye out when you're out there in the world for Body Count, and give it a try. Give it a try. Again, if you like the, you know, kind of, I mean, you want a Ghost Recon or Black Ops or that kind of, you know, the story, that kind of thing. I mean, there is a multiplayer to this, but it's like, you know, nobody's on it. But it's like the actual campaign is quite good. And if you liked Black, you'll like this. So it didn't get the same fanfare as Black did. There was a lot of drama and legal back and forth and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So it got eclipsed in development. It had trouble development, and it kind of got eclipsed from a game like Black. So I want you to give it a chance and an opportunity. Body count, PS3. 3D Game Heroes. Again, this was recommended to me by BioArmor and others. It is an awesome pixelated retro. You know, this really was at the forefront, the vanguard of the retro movement in gaming, which is now absolutely exploded. So I want you to keep an eye out for that one too. I mean, this is only on PlayStation exclusive. This is a collectible game. This is a game that, you know, again, if you're a collector, you're interested in unique, instead of the entire collecting for the system, this is a great little pick to hold on to going forward, okay? So 3D Game Heroes, Zelda-esque, three-dimensional pixel, just fun fest, okay? 3D Game Heroes. I have a hard time saying that. One Piece Unlimited World. This is the game that I played on the system. I've got just a little bit of a slippy slip there. I don't know if it came with a full manual. Probably did, but I do have the little game slip in there, so it's kind of complete. But Unlimited World, it's bright, it's fun, it's loud, it's based on the One Piece anime, and it is a well-done, unsung game. So, One Piece Unlimited World Red. One Piece Unlimited World Red. And if you've never tried a One Piece game, this is a good one. Because it's kind of a hub world adventure game, and it's a fighter in 3 dimensions with crazy kooky characters and a lot of fun, funny dialogue, little vignettes in the village and all the rest of it. So, there you go. Naughty Bear Double Trouble. Now this version, again, Naughty Bear is on the 360, but Naughty Bear Double Trouble has 2 full games in it, plus all of the DLC. And this version is exclusive. It says only on PlayStation. This version, it's like the gold version, is unique to the PS3. There's your Panic in Paradise. That's your additional game that's in there. And it is literally about a sociopathic teddy bear that stabs and kills all his friends. It's what I would call a brutal cutie. A brutal cutie, baby. Wow. Another brutal, check it out. Naughty Bear, it's a little weird. It's like a bear that stabs other bears and the stuffings come out of him, and he kills the other plushy animals. I mean, crazy. Another brutal cutie on the PS3. And just like, I almost included it, Lollipop Chainsaw is what I would call a brutal cutie. It's cutesy, it's cotton candy, but then it's also brutal in death. So they take these two opposites and crush them into a game. It's a brutal cutie. Anyway, copyright. Fairy Tail Fights. Fairy Tail Fights is also available on the 360. I don't own it. It's very uncommon to find in the world. I found this in the wild. I'm very surprised I did. Fairy Tail Fights is a very polished platformer where you play these kind of storybook characters, but you go around just it's bloody. It's like cartoony, but it's also bloody. And you like slice a rabbit in half or decapitate a bunny, and that's just part of the gameplay. So you can play multiple storybook characters, but it's called Fairy Tail Fights, and again, they've taken the brutality of just like a slasher movie with a cartoon, like a kid's cartoon, and smashed it together into Fairy Tail Fights. Very unique, very collectible. This copy's not what I would say would be the best, but for finding it in the wild and paying like $2, $3 like I paid for it, it's a bargain. And it's a riot, and it's a beautiful game, and it's really well done. So it's like a cartoony platformer that's totally brutal. So if you look at her, she's like covered in blood with a grimace, and yeah, I mean that's what it is. Now, to me, this is the ultimate PS3 game for me, because it is the most vulgar, rollicking, brutal, crazy game I've ever seen on a console. even more so than like Kingpin Life of Crime. Kingpin Life of Crime for me for a long time was like, that's the edge, right? Kingpin Life of Crime, the F-bombs and murder and crime and prostitutes and just like, you know, then it kind of got, then Grand Theft Auto kind of took it, but even so, Kingpin Life of Crime was still more brutal. You know what I mean? It was just a brutal, ugly, you know, just Kingpin Life of Crime. If you've never played Kingpin Life of Crime on PC, I recommend you get it and play it. It's chunky. It's like Unreal Engine, but it's like, wow. Yeah, that's all I have to say. But this is my ultimate PS3 game. And this is one of the ones I play like once or twice a year because it's such a cool experience. I hook it up to my 3D television because it's a 3D compatible game. And it is just F-bombs and zombies and shooting and light guns, and it's a PlayStation Move game. It is House of the Dead Overkill. Is just, it's, I don't know what to say. It is like, I am speechless over this game. The first time I played it, the end boss, if you know this game, I don't even have to say anymore. The end boss is crazy. The characters are crazy. It is based on B-movie Grindhouse. Tarantino would have been proud to direct this title. It is one of the best games out there as far as a light gun shooter. It's one of the best move games, and this is the extended cut. You get additional content, and it's in higher fidelity than the Wii version, which I don't have, but I have this, and this is one big bad boy. And if you want to check out a game on the PlayStation, get yourself a copy. But if you're easily offended, need not apply. This has been El Viejo Toro and the Fancy Action Now. This was my entire PS3 collection with the greatest hits as a bonus and my top 10 PS3 titles of all time. God bless America.